Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yo, 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 what's good, family?
What's
Yo, Hoop
going on,
Politics,
bro?
episode 3. We back in it here, man. The NBA season is here. No more preseason
Yeah,
stuff, man.
no preseason
We
conversations.
it's war now.
Real talk, real
Until
talk,
next
real
spring, how you?
politics talk, man. I like it.
Yes, sir. How you doing over there, dog?
Doing good, man. I'm doing good, man. As y'all can see, I still need a haircut come episode 3, but episode 4, you feel me? I'll be looking, feeling a lot better. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm doing good, man. What about you? What you got going on?
Blessed, man. Today's a real dope day. Got a chance to hit up that Spurs versus Dallas game last night, man. I'm excited to sit here and talk to you about what I got a chance to experience last night because
Right,
it was history. It
right.
was history.
That's good, man. I seen a video of Wembenyama dropping in. He had the all black when he was walking through the what's the name, and man
Oh
was only
yeah,
a couple inches pause from the ceiling.
right.
Crazy.
Yeah. Bro was dripped out. They said I think I saw that same post on Twitter, man. They said I
Yeah,
wonder what it's like to actually be 7'4". You know what I mean? Life is probably a whole lot different. Bro would definitely be probably hitting his head on a lot of these different like
I
doorways.
seen a video where he said where the ball got stuck right in between the rim and the backboard, and he said like he could kick the ball off like from being stuck.
Dead ass.
I mean, that's what he said. I believe it. He's 7'4". Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
bro.
It's not
He's
hard to
built
believe.
different, man.
Right. But yeah. But yeah, so you were at the season opener, Dallas and the Spurs, or Dallas San Antonio.
Yeah. It was in San Antonio, bro. It was a real dope ass experience, man. Like the Spurs, I got a chance to experience what it's like to be at a historical franchise's like
Yeah,
home. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like
That's
there's
actually
a
yeah.
bunch
I
of
actually wanted to ask you that. I know we kind of didn't put that in the talk path, but I really wanted
different.
to ask like the environment. What is it really like? You know, just seeing all those banners, seeing Tim Duncan jerseys, Tony. Like, what is it like seeing a franchise organization's arena like that? Because I know what it's like going to what I'm saying, the United Center. You see nothing but Bulls, Michael Jordan. Like, it's really cool to see. So, like, really, what is it like from a San Antonio Spurs perspective?
Bro, it's for me, I guess I'll say, obviously I'm a diehard Knicks fan, so I had to go and kind of be a chameleon, bro. Like I went and caught me a Wemby jersey. Yeah, I got this in the background. Go ahead, throw it up for the peeps who's watching on video, man. I had to go cop the San
That's
Antonio.
hard. That's hard. I like the front of that. Is
Yeah, bro.
so like is these days city jerseys or like what? Like, do you know what kind of jerseys those are?
I think it is their city jersey. I do think because they got their regular black that actually says like Spurs on the front, and they got their home jerseys that's white that look
Yeah,
exactly like the black ones, just alternate colors. I do think this is the city jersey, and that's the reason why I decided to go with it, bro. I didn't
I
want to be
like that.
basic. I wanted to
I like
go and
that.
cop something that was just a little different to fit the occasion, bro.
Right.
But to answer your question though about like what it was like being at that arena, you could just tell that their fan base, bro, they love basketball. Like you can tell when you got a team that's won a lot over the last couple decades,
Mhm.
they really support this next generation of players that they got, bro. Like their support for Wemby was crazy. They had a whole live band out in the front playing, man. Like I got a little bit of
Right.
film and stuff like that, bro. I'll throw it in the video for the YouTube vid and stuff. But dude, it was just yeah. I looked up, I saw them jerseys hanging up, bro, and to see Tim Duncan's, you know what I mean, like an all time great
Right.
jersey. It's probably the same you feel with like Mike and stuff like that. Seeing those people hanging in the rafters, bro,
Yeah.
it was humbling and it was a real dope experience.
Now I don't know if you've seen or if they got anything like that in the arena there, but like in the United Center, like you can take a picture with the replica. Like they'll have like a showcase of like the six trophies. Like I took a picture of that in there too. Like they definitely do a good job of like making sure that it's a good experience while you're there. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's it's kind of you can get like a museum, vibe from it. You know what I'm saying? You can see a timepiece of when, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, when you had Robertson playing on the Spurs, and then you got in Tim Duncan, and then you get in Manu and Tony Parker, and then you win championship. You do it multiple times over, and then I mean, you've got. I just seen something the other day. Coach Popovich just came up on like 300 wins. Like
Hmm. Dude,
that's
it was crazy getting a
so,
chance to see
so
that.
like man, that's a really spoiled fan base, bro. Like, and it's really underrated in the sense of like, yeah, we talk about a Knicks or yeah, we talk about a Celtics or a Lakers organization, but like, man, like they've really been able to watch greatness for years. And they're going to be
Yeah.
able to continue to do that for the next, you know what I'm saying, 10, 15 years as long as he's able to play. But like more importantly, like into the game sense, like what did he look like out there on the floor? Like what was it like seeing a 7'4" with his game? What was it like
Mm-hmm.
seeing it with your own eyes?
Bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you, and I'm not even trying to gas it up at all. If bro stays healthy, I think we're seeing probably like if he has a long and healthy career, I think he can definitely be a top 10 player of all time.
Hmm.
The way bro moves with the ball, a lot of the time he's actually bringing the ball up. So he's actually doing these fast breaks. He's a good passer. He makes the right basketball plays. Um, it was kind of funny, bro, because the first play that Dallas had of the game was Kyrie trying to drive across the top of the key, and he slid off one defender, bro. He thought he had a nice, easy shot, which he does almost every single time. You know the jump shot at the free throw line, bro. Wemby just came out of nowhere and sent that shit, and that's how they started off the game. And so, bro is a
Yeah,
threat offensively, and he's a threat defensively. And I don't know what people are going to be able to do with him. Like once he actually gets his game down, like the game is actually already there. I mean, when he gets to play a full game, because he got into some foul trouble, he wasn't able to play as many minutes as he could have.
so are you saying, without saying, that we can see MVP and a Defensive Player of the Year award come from him at some point in his career? Like it's not out of the ordinary if we see that in one season by him, just because of how he's affecting both ends of the floor. And it's like with the way that the NBA is now, it's very offensive driven. You could be a superstar and not contribute anything defensively. But to be able to be an anchor on defense, like man, I was seeing him. I was watching the game at home. Um,
Mm-hmm,
Even just watching him block these shots, like these players, like Kyrie Irving can get a shot up and over on anybody. Like he's a
mm-hmm,
tough shot maker. So it's like if you can't even get it up, because I mean 7'4", bro, with a ball, like it's just what he was doing to Wiggins. Like
mm-hmm.
man, that's gonna be crazy to see. I think we could
Yeah,
definitely. It's not it wouldn't be a surprise, and we don't even got to put that type of pressure on him. But like I guess we could just say here on episode 3 that it's not it wouldn't be a surprise to us at some point down the line if we seen him win a Defensive Player of the Year award and MVP in 1 year.
100%, bro. And the crazy thing about it, in his bag, and again, you can probably agree with me on this. I don't think I've ever seen a rookie come into the league as skilled as he is. Like when you think about like all time great rookies, you got certain players like LeBron came in the league. LeBron was pretty like he came in the league, he was already good. Luka Doncic came in the league, he was already really good. It's the
Yep.
same thing with Victor
Yeah.
Wembenyama, bro. And he shoots so well, bro. Like looking at these stats, bro didn't even really play a full game. And I mean, just from 3 pointers, he was 3 for 5 from three, bro. And he actually shot another three and made it, and it didn't count. So, bro was legit 4 for 6. And I mean, he shoots it effortlessly. Like he doesn't give a fuck. What are you gonna do with bro? I really just compare him, bro, to being a taller Kevin Durant. Like that's the
Exactly.
best one with better
Exactly.
defense.
And then it's just gonna be like it's gonna be very interesting because we're gonna get to see a Kristaps and a like that's the only like at some point we're gonna be able to watch that game. Like these people are gonna be trading buckets. I mean, we kind of watched Boston last night. He scored 30. Like he's definitely gonna be getting his shots up in these games. So it's like just to watch a because you're gonna have to put Bobo like bro. Somebody's got to get on these guys who are other. What are these other? How tall is Kristaps? 7'1", 7'2"?
7-3, 7-3.
This is so we've seen this before. We've seen this before, but I don't think he had the hype that Kristaps had.
Well,
Did
it's two
anybody
different
even
games.
really know about Kristaps before he got drafted?
He didn't have as much hype, but I did a bunch of research personally, and I was hyped about him. But he wasn't like they were booing him at the draft. If he had as much hype as Victor,
I
bro,
remember that.
Knicks fans would have been rooting for him. But everybody was pissed. I was happy, but everybody else was pissed.
Right.
See, the thing about it though, bro, is that yes, there is some similarities between Kristaps and Victor, but they play two different games. Kristaps wasn't bringing the ball up the floor like a guard. Like that's literally what you see with Wemby, bro. He has guard handles.
And that's a good point too because he is gonna be like that's what the one thing I did see. He's definitely gonna be bringing the ball up. We did see Kristaps bringing the ball up with the Knicks. Now it wasn't that often. It was more so like a rebound transition type of thing, which we're seeing from Kristaps. I mean, which we're seeing from Wemby, but they have some similar games. But yeah, they definitely are different. In which if we
Mhm.
comparing them, like a Knicks Kristaps is gonna look way different than a Celtics Kristaps because he doesn't have to. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna get good looks just being around these players. So I can
Mhm.
understand the two different games in both of them, but it's still gonna be very fun to see. I mean, Bobo can still hoop, man. So I would hope that the
Yeah.
Suns let him get in there, man, and see what he can do.
I hope so too. And you really bring up a good point when you talk about like Kristaps and Bol Bol, because like in this day and age, when you have a Victor Wembanyama in the league now, there's only a few people who are actually like tall enough to legitimately guard Victor Wembanyama. And the one thing I will say, bro, that's interesting about his game is he's not your traditional like power forward. Like you don't really see him since he is real skinny. You don't see him getting down in the post really at all. He really hangs around the perimeter. Again, he's ready to shoot, and he's not getting down on for like at least he's not going to be getting a ton of like offensive rebounds because he's not sitting there in the post waiting around like a Mitchell Robinson or like Mitchell Robinson actually could probably play some really good defense on Victor Wembanyama, but bro, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting as hell. I think some players that, and I guess Giannis is going to be pretty good matchup against them too.
Oh yeah, I forgot
But
about him. Now, because
yeah,
this is a curveball I got to throw in there.
throw it.
He said they were interviewing him the other day and like what's the difference between playing EuroLeague and playing in the NBA and he was like they're predators over here. He was like it's life or death basketball over here. Like there's guys that are gonna be trying to like bro dunk on bro every night. Like a Ja Morant is gonna try to get him. Anthony Edwards is gonna try to get him. Giannis is gonna get him. But excuse me. But Giannis has also gotten a lot of times. He's got that same
Mhm.
target on his back as well. So he's gonna have a target on his back. So I guess I do gotta throw this curveball. If you had to take a guess on who you think could catch a body on him this year, because he's gonna get his welcome in the NBA moment. I mean,
Oh, 100.
Kai Jones did dunk on him in the preseason, but let's talk regular, like where these real NBA guys are gonna. Who you think
Yeah,
is gonna catch him slipping?
bro. I think it might just have to be a Giannis. Truth be told, Wemby is so tall that I don't like. You gonna have your Ja Morants and some of these other like high flyers like your Derek Joneses and stuff like that. Like these type of cats that actually get high up in the sky. But bro blocks a lot of fucking shots. Like he really sends a lot of the shots out. Even though a lot of them be jump shots, but bro gets a crazy amount of blocks. I think it's going to be someone who is stronger than him, and so I can definitely
Anthony
see
Edwards,
maybe
maybe.
maybe an AD. Anthony Edwards, it would definitely have to be a taller guard for sure, like an athletic taller guard. So Anthony Edwards, I think, and Anthony Davis could probably be thrown in there. I won't even say probably, definitely could be thrown in there. A Giannis, some people like that, but I don't think it's gonna be one of them type of cakewalks, bro. He is thin, so it's not like he's just about to bully and throw people around like Shaq or no shit like that. But
Yeah,
he
for sure.
also he's blocking a lot, bro. Did you get a chance to see what Sham God was doing with the Dallas players for
Yeah, I
like
did
coaching?
with the yeah, I know.
Yeah, like they're like you got to think about it. A lot of these teams are training specifically on how to counter Wemby's defense because they know he's
Yeah.
going to block a lot of these shots. So I feel like you're going to see a lot of these teams taking a more unorthodox approach to trying to score on him specifically. But
And
he's going to get bullied the most.
not even an unorthodox approach, but it's just gonna be like whoever he's guarding, you're gonna have to get him out of the basket. You're gonna have to take him away from the basket. You're gonna have to take him off the block. Like that's really the only way you're gonna get shot to the rim. And you can already see what we've seen, like you just mentioned him before. One of the first plays of the game, he's got the IQ of the game of basketball to be able to get off of his man, play help defense, be able to get
Mhm.
a, you know what I'm saying, come off of a switch. He's going to be able to block a shot off of somebody else's man. So, yeah, you're definitely going to have to find some other ways to score the basketball. Um,
Mhm.
but, yeah, he definitely is he's very skilled. He's very
And
skilled.
that's the scary part about it, bro. Is he covers so much ground when he's actually trying to play like help defense. So you're gonna have a lot of. I think he's damn near gonna block the most jump shots this season. Like Mitchell Robinson got up and blocked a lot these past like two and a half seasons. But
We could be watching the greatest blocker of all time.
that's what I'm saying.
We could be
Like
watching a Wilt when this is probably what Wilt looked like back in the day. Not as
type
skilled,
shit.
but you know what I'm saying? Blocking shots like that.
Two different types of skill because Wilt didn't have. Why is there? Why is this? What the fuck was that?
What's going
Did you
on,
just
man?
see this?
This is your birthday or something? Congratulate! Like, what is going on? That threw me off, bro.
What the fuck was that? But yeah, what I was saying, yeah, no, like I think that's a really great comparison right there. I think we're gonna see a lot of like, I'm not gonna say that modern day wilt of like dominance of like dunking on motherfuckers, which he gonna get his dunks too. Don't get me wrong, but he ain't playing bully ball, bro. But we're
Right.
gonna see probably a guard version of that.
You can watch old footage of I think it's Wilt. I think it's Wilt, and he's just continuously blocking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's shot.
Yeah,
And
that
it's
was
just
literally
like we
Wilt.
could see that for sure.
100%. The one thing that does concern me though, we talking about all the good. The one thing that does concern me about bro is because he is tall and he's also going for a lot of these blocks and he also tries to strip the ball a lot. Bro got into foul trouble extremely early in the game and that was a constant thing throughout the game. It was even to the point where at one point in the game I was like, damn, bro, should I even have probably come to this game? Because bro was just sitting on the bench a lot. There's going to be people directly going at him trying to get fouls. And I don't know if that's because he was playing against someone as skilled as like Luka and Kyrie and stuff. So these experienced vets know how to draw fouls, especially on a rookie. But that's something that he's going to have to polish up if he wants to
Yeah,
play like
yeah,
I won't even say play significant minutes, but like in terms of like him not
yeah,
earning the minutes, but more so actually being able to stay in the game strategically without fouling
yeah.
out.
And that's the problem that Shaquille O'Neal have for a lot of the teams is that he sometimes took himself out of those games by foul trouble. And even if you win the game for that later part of the stretch down the line, if the teams had to sit you out and late in the second, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
middle of the third, where they can't really get this space where you're on the floor, then yeah, for sure, you're definitely gonna put your team in. But that'll all come with, you know what I'm saying, that'll all come with time in NBA. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know these guys know how to draw fouls, like they know how to make the
Yeah,
refs. Yeah.
and
But
that's
for
what they
him, it's a
did, bro.
different game as well. It's like he's also changing the style of basketball. Like he's used to playing a Euro style basketball league where I don't know, maybe you can get away with certain stuff. Maybe they don't call things these ways, but like NBA is
Mm-hmm.
probably a lot more geared towards these offensive players. So yeah, he's definitely gonna have some adjustments for sure.
It's definitely a softer league. Bro was just really swiping at the ball a whole lot. And don't get me wrong, right? Like that's his job is to play defense on people. But I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, yo, man, chill out. You already got 3 fouls. Like, that's Kyrie with the ball right there. I don't know if you're gonna strip that from him. Maybe you should, you know what I mean? Like, probably
Right,
not do that.
right.
But you're right. It'll come with time. But I mean, that also brings up a really good point, bro. Like, you and I have had these conversations the last couple of weeks. I'm glad that I was able to go to this game specifically, bro, because I was able to see Luka and Kyrie open up a season together. Um, what are kind of your thoughts on them, bro? You got a chance to watch the game. I mean, I guess I saw it in person, but you were watching it as well. What did you like from what you saw from that duo?
I haven't fully made, I don't know what that fully looks like. I don't know what that picture fully looks like. Nothing really stood out too much. They need better defense to me. Like it looks like they
Yeah.
could definitely work on their defense, but they also need roster changes. Um, I mean, Kyrie's gonna be Kyrie, Luka's gonna be Luka. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what do they look like to me in comparison of the other teams? I mean there's still a chance they're probably not going to get into a really good Western Conference playoff team, Conference playoff. Like that
Mm-hmm.
bottom, like down to the bottom eight is hard, and it's just like pause. That's crazy, but yeah, like trying to
Yeah.
just they're gonna have to figure something out because it's just like what that looks like big picture wise, it doesn't really look like they're trying to add pieces and pieces will be added as the season goes on. But what it looks like right now didn't really look like too much. I mean, we're gonna
Right.
see Luke and them do the same thing, but
Yeah, I kind of feel the same exact way, bro. When I was at the game, Luca had a pretty average like first half, and he really started popping off like the second half of the game.
mm,
But I mean, I like the addition of Grant Williams, like coming from the Celtics. Um, but I mean, you're right; they definitely need to add like some more defense, and I feel like don't get me wrong, like you have Wemby there, and the Spurs do have some solid young talent. But the one thing I'm worried about with the Mavs is once they play against like your Suns or your Lakers or all these other different teams, Warriors, Celtics, Milwaukee, like these teams that are a lot better than the Spurs offensively as well as defensively. You know what I mean? So I definitely saw that. Like you're right, they're going to score. Like that's no problem. Luca and Kyrie are going to get their points every single night. But what can these guys do defensively is yet to be seen, in my opinion.
yeah. Mhm. Well, I guess yeah, we'll see with that. I didn't really make too much of that.
I
Yeah.
will say though, Luca, bro, that game he had yesterday, I've been blessed. That was my second game I've seen Luca, and he's thrown up triple doubles every single time. Hey man, if he plays like that, and if the Mavericks do end up winning this season, like having a good winning record, he's definitely going to be in that MVP race.
Who's the Eastern Conference game tonight? Because you got the Suns and the Lakers at 9. What's that other game?
Let's check it out. It's going to be Milwaukee and let's see, Milwaukee against the 76ers. They're actually playing right now, bro. Milwaukee's up 11 points,
Sure.
which is crazy, bro. Have you been seeing all this stuff that's going on with like James Harden? They ain't let bro travel on the team plane to come to the game and stuff like that. Like, I
Mm.
wonder where he gonna end up going.
Might have to take a year off. Because I mean,
Type shit.
Clippers pausing. That's the only team that wants him. So they said they're gonna pause their pursuits of trying to get him. So I
That's
mean,
all
don't
that.
look like Daryl Moore. We all know Daryl Moore. Is it Daryl Morey? Daryl
Yeah, it's Daryl
Morey.
Morey.
Like KJ them said, you only get one or two wiggles. You only get a couple of those wiggles, and then you on the latter part of your years. He still led the league in assists, but I don't know, man. Let's see. I'm
I'm
just
praying for
worried
the boy,
about.
man. I feel like he's too talented to be going through a situation like this, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, you keep wanting out of so many situations. Like But that's a stressful situation too, man. I just gotta focus on Lakers. I gotta focus on.
Mm.
I gotta focus on because that's a stress. That's a stress level for me, man.
I don't want you to stress out here, man. But like we've had their first game already. They're about to play game two tonight. What are your thoughts, I guess, about initially about the Lakers, like, um, and also considering the fact that I mean I read some reports that the Lakers are going to be trying to restrict a couple of the minutes for LeBron. Like I think he's going to be restricted to 26 to 30 minutes or something like that a game. Like AD, obviously they were playing its first game, man. They were playing against the champions, so you can't really make a conclusion about how their season's going to go based off of that. But yeah, what did you kind of like from what you saw, and what did you dislike? Because at the end of the day, even if it was just one game, that's a team that's not going away. It's not like they were playing against Miami or Sacramento, or I'm just throwing out random teams, like certain teams that like this is going to be a team that they need to beat going forward. So, what are your thoughts uh, about that?
Initial thoughts. Initial thoughts. I feel like we need to have a good regular season. Like I feel like we need to have a good regular season record. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
we need to beat the teams that we need to beat because last year the Lakers was losing the teams that they shouldn't be losing to. Going on losing streaks. Like we just need to tighten up a lot of this other little stuff so when the playoffs do come around, we're it's a lot more the flow is a lot better. Like I don't know what the we were barely 500 last season, and it's just like we need to tighten up the regular season. If we can all be healthy, guys need to step up, um, play better, and in terms of just the managing the time, it'll be interesting to see because you know what I'm saying. Like Charles Barkley or Stephen A. Somebody said like chances of you winning the championship while you're managing LeBron's minutes, the team isn't good enough for that. The team isn't
Right.
good enough. And I mean, just watching the Nuggets game, they go up 15, 18, then we cut it to 6 or 4. They go back right up 10 to 12. And it's just like we're taking LeBron, putting LeBron out. Like, I think it was like 90 to 94 with like 8 minutes left in the fourth, and we're taking LeBron out. Like, I understand it's the first game. You know what I understand that. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But it also says a lot because
Yeah.
like and I'm just trying to think of it from a mindset perspective, like with these NBA players from a perspective of it's 90 to 94, it's 8 minutes left, but I'm on a time limit out here on the floor. It don't even matter if we win or lose. I'm on this time limit. What is like do you get what I'm trying to like are we really trying to win this game here or are we just managing guys' times? It just doesn't really make sense. And it's just like if that's the route that we're gonna go, AD can't go. He can't have like how we gonna be managing LeBron's minutes and then the other guy doesn't score the entire
Full
second
second.
half. Like then like you know what I'm saying. There's nothing else. Like we don't have any firepower. And then you look at the Nuggets. All five of their guys are in double digits. Like and then you
Yeah.
got their head guy at 31. Like stuff like that just can't happen. And if you're gonna have the mindset, this is the first game, this is the first 10 games, we ain't even halfway through this. Like
I'm
you
with you
gotta
on that.
like the
I
teams
like
gotta
that.
look good. Like what we were saying
Yeah.
earlier, the Knicks and Celtics, those teams looked good. Um,
And
Phoenix
they fought to the
Warriors,
end.
exactly, exactly, and that's what I appreciate. That's what I miss too, man. Watching a good basketball game. I
That
thought the
comes with a
Celtics were
close
gonna lose though.
second.
To be honest, I
Mm-hmm.
thought the Celtics were gonna lose. The Knicks do look. And see, that's what I'm saying. From a viewer perspective, the Lakers don't look much different. The Knicks, I mean, I guess we'll see because they can drop real quick.
Yeah.
But they looked good as far as the season opener.
Yeah. I mean, and again, I mean, we had the conversation about just like matchups and stuff earlier. I think obviously this conversation is real early because it's just one game. You can't base a team's entire season off of one game, but it's a good conversation just because you're going to have to see the Nuggets again and you have to figure them out. Like when we talk about the Knicks and Celtics, we had that conversation, bro. The Knicks, we have beat the Celtics so much over the last couple of years, these last 3 seasons, like, and I think it's just like a matchup thing because you go and watch the Celtics against other teams, bro. It's an easier match. They dubbing like a lot of these other teams out here. So, like, yeah, but that also comes with like a Tom Thibodeau team, and there's pros and cons of that. Like you look at a Tom Thibodeau team, they're getting ran to the ground because their players are playing an absorbent amount of minutes. They're running a fucking 9-man rotation, and they're playing heavy with the starters. I think with like the Lakers and stuff, bro. I think that's just their team that has their number. Like they're the champs for a reason. But you're right. AD has to step up. He can't be doing. I don't give a fuck like what the situation is. There's no case scenario where AD should not score in the second half. There's no realm where that should be a thing. Like AD is too great of a player. Like when he's playing his best basketball, bro is damn near a top 10. Or when he's playing his best basketball, bro is legit like a top 6 player in the league. But it's shit like this that it's kind of like, well,
Like you
damn.
said, he'll go for 41 game and then he'll go for 13 the next. And it's just like it's too inconsistent. It's too up and down of something. And it's like, did we even really see this when he was on the Pelicans? I feel like bro was just a straight like
Mm-hmm.
scoring dominant big man, which he's still in no sense, but teams are able to pull the card and make him be ineffective. And as a
Yeah.
big
The
man,
one thing
your number one job is to be effective.
That's facts. And which he does when he shows up. But I mean, in a case scenario where you got Jokic just throwing up little baby hooks over the entire team and shit, bro, it's just like. Then
Yeah.
again, it's Jokic, man. I was like, that's the best, in my opinion, the best player on the planet. I do wish that we could see a fully loaded Phoenix Suns team play up against them tonight. I feel like that would be a better like a good talk point in the future, like looking at another team that they have to go through in order to get to the finals. But I mean, it's a long season for a reason, man. Yeah, they got 81 games to try to figure this shit out. I need to see AD and the role players step up because I personally have faith in their team. I need to see more out of them because LeBron's playing less minutes.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. It'll be
So
interesting to see, man. I can't put too much smut on my boy name. Um, I'm definitely still rolling with him. So
you got to, bro. That's the pros and cons of being a diehard fan, man. Like you gotta be there with them at their lowest times. You gotta also rock with them and celebrate them and praise them once they up. You just gotta keep that same energy. I'm a Knicks fan, bro. So shit, you know how hard it is for me, man.
yeah,
Hey, it's just like it's off of paid in full, man. You tough, right? You gonna be good.
you'll be alright. You get shot every day, B.
Yeah, for sure, man. But no, bro, like I'm glad we had some time to sit here and chop it up, bro. Just as like a quick recap, bro. Wimby, bro, I'm praying, bro, has a healthy career because if he does, this is gonna be such a
Bro,
great thing
literally
for the
just
NBA.
pray for him.
Huh?
That's I said, bro, literally just pray for him.
Hey, we gotta go catch a game together in person, bro, because I just feel like us going and experiencing this stuff in real life and being able to really just be like in the game, in the moment, seeing this shit transpire in front of our eyes. That dude right there is a generational talent. Like we haven't seen no shit like this before. We've seen pieces from other players, but we haven't seen a combined player look like this before. And bro just played his first game, so I'm just excited. I'm praying for a healthy career for bro. And like I said, the Spurs he's in the right system for that.
For sure. We got you.
And we also praying for these Lakers, man. And the Knicks. The Knicks lost too, but they at least fought hard and they was looking good. They just They
Yeah.
just need to learn how to close games out. And that was our problem all last season. But yeah, bro, episode 3, man. It was a good one. Looking forward to episode 4, bro. Bro, gonna come back with a cut. Gonna be a little more crisp.
Are
We
you
go
kidding?
we gonna be on it. What type of sound effects? Oh yeah. Yeah.
You got a
All
cut.
right, bro. Love. I'm gonna get up with you, all right?
Maybe